Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to revise fourth story, Breakfast by John Steinbeck. This is from your English compulsory book, a selection of short stories and one act plays. The story Breakfast is about the bleak days of the laboring class during the great slump of 1929. It was the most lamentable period of the economic history, when on the one hand farmers passing through the heart-rending phase of poverty, while on the other hand the aristocratic section of the society was wallowing in wealth. The story negates the idea that poverty brings discontentment and deprives the poor of moral values. I am sure you already know the story as we have read it in the class. Now we revise it. Look and listen carefully the main points before we discuss the important aspects of the story from examination point of view. The story is about a poor family. Each member of the family is contented and God-fearing. One morning the writer was wandering in a hilly countryside. He saw a young girl who was nursing her baby and preparing breakfast simultaneously. The writer approached the stove to warm himself. Two men came out of the tent. The writer was asked to have breakfast with them. He accepted the offer. After breakfast, they thanked God. The writer was also offered the work they were doing. This all shows their simplicity and purity of living. This story shows good moral values which can be acquired by anyone, whether rich or poor. The story Breakfast describes the hospitality of the poor rural people beautifully. The writer was offered breakfast. Although they did not know him, yet it was their hospitable nature that they invited him and served breakfast. They were happy to serve him in spite of the fact that he was a complete stranger to them. In this story, the writer has presented a family of simple rural laborers, not complaining a single word against anybody. The younger man and the elder man, most probably the father of either the young woman or of the younger man, were accommodating by nature. They were very poor laborers picking cotton in a nearby field. They were so simple that they thought that the writer, their unexpected guest, was also a laborer. In their sheer innocence, they offered him the job of cotton picking. The family shown in the story has the quality of thankfulness. After finishing their breakfast, they thanked God. They were thankful for eating good for 12 days. They were also thankful as well as happy that they were able to buy new dresses. Another quality of this family is contentment. They had no complaints. They were happy with what they were given. Their poverty did not make them ungrateful. They were satisfied with their life. As you know, a story has a moral or a message. The story which we are reading right now has a very powerful message. Contentment is the greatest wealth. Money and luxurious life can't guarantee a happy life. Many rich people around us complain and suffer things which are unknown to the poor. They are sometimes depressed, unhappy, and dissatisfied. Money can't buy happiness and peace of mind. The writer closes his story by expressing his feeling of strange pleasure that cold morning. The memory of this event of his entertainment by the two cotton pickers at their breakfast in tent fills him with pleasure whenever he finds himself recalling it again and again. He cannot forget their straightforward dealing with him. He is particularly impressed by their contentment with their fate. Their way of life was far from the impact of the city life which is everywhere on earth full of artificiality. This tented family expressed thanks to God and never expressed their impatience for obtaining more. The author came to know that the real happiness of life does not depend on material comforts and greed for money, rather on honest means of earning bread and devotion to one's duty and thankfulness to God at every step, and if possible, at every breath. Such is the inexplicable pleasure of simple way of living felt by the author. I hope you are preparing well for your exams. Now we discuss some questions about this story. I tell you 2 or 3 sample questions. Question number 1. In this story, the writer has painted a picture of simple laborers. Can you paint a picture of those modern people who always complain against government or circumstances? Question number 2. What were the reasons that it was pleasant and there was some element of beauty in? You have to narrate the end of the story and impact of that morning on the writer's mind. Question number 3. How do you think is the story Breakfast a criticism of modern materialistic age? Students, when you go for your exams, you must keep some important points in your mind. Number 1. Careful reading of question paper. You must read the question paper carefully. Don't be hasty to start solving the paper. Number 2. Don't be anxious if you are unable to understand something. Read it once again. Number 3. Proper time division. Give proper time to each question. Number 3. Give comprehensive but detailed answers to the questions. A very important thing, save some time to check whether all parts have been done or not. If you have forgot to attempt any part, you can do it. I wish good luck